Hey guys, Samuel Owoshulu here with PT Marketing Unleashed, and today we're going to talk about how to get your physical therapy website to the top of Google. Now, I was approached by a physical therapy private practice owner on LinkedIn who saw one of my blog posts on keyword research, and he asked me, how do I get my website to the top of Google? Which is a question I'm sure a lot of you have. A lot of you have websites that are promoting your private practice, and you want to get local search traffic so you can possibly get referrals or some clients to come into your private practice. So I'm going to provide you with some tips that will help you get your website to the top of Google. The first thing you need to have is content. Now, I know a lot of you still have static websites, which are pages that pretty much just have information about your private practice or where it's located, but you need content to place out there where Google can index this content and people can find your content through Google search. And the best way to deliver this content is by creating a blog. Now, when you create a blog, you can post useful content that people can find your physical therapy practice, and they can find your website through the blog. And the beauty about blogging is that the content that you provide will get indexed by Google, you get search traffic, and you'll also have a place where people can interact. They can share your content with others, giving you more traffic. You can build relationships with your readers, and when you build a relationship and you build trust, if they have an issue relating to functional mobility, or they have a dysfunction where they will need a physical therapist, you will come into mind. So there is a little branding component as well. Now, the misconception of having a blog is that you need to blog a lot, which is not true. What you need to do is just have quality posts. You don't have to blog every day, but if you do blog, you want to have quality posts. It's better to have one quality post than to have 30 crappy posts that does not educate, entertain, or inform. So always have that one quality post that delivers the message that's useful to readers, so that way you'll be seen as an expert in your field. Now, you want to focus also on building links to your website, and Google rewards those websites that have a lot of links coming into their website. So how do you get these links is what you're probably asking right now. The best way for PTs that are in private practice to build links is to write articles for community newspapers in your local area that have an online version. Now, I've seen this done by a lot of private practice owners, and what they do is they write articles on something regarding, for instance, like your weekend warrior. They may talk about stretching, they may talk about injury prevention, and they write these articles in these community newspapers that have an online version. Now, what these community newspapers or these online sites allow you to do is a section right after that article is completed is called author's bio, and in that section is where you brag about yourself. You brag about your your background. You brag about your physical therapy practice, and they allow you to place a link that goes back to your website, and that's where you're going to build your links. You're going to build your links in that author's bio, and you're going to link to your website from that article. The other thing you want to do to build links, you want to place your website URLs in your social media profiles. You've probably seen it in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's a place or a section that allows you to place a URL of your website. So you want to place your website URL in those sections. And if you're building a newsletter, or you have an email list, or if some of you have blogs already, you want to encourage your readers to share your content either through social bookmarking or any of the social media networks that they use. And having them share your content helps to establish link building as well. And Google loves all of this. So these are ways to drive traffic to your site and to build these links that Google is looking for to place you higher in the search engine results. Now the next thing is you have to make it easy for Google and your website visitors to find you, and you do this by using keywords. So as you see in the little screenshot here, this website, they placed in their website pages Atlanta Physical Therapy. So if I type in Atlanta Physical Therapy, I'm hoping to find this on one of the search engine result pages, and that's what you need to do on a lot of your website pages. Now if you don't know how to do this, you may have to consult with your web developer, and you have to do what they call as keyword research, or using keywords that people will type into Google and they will be able to find you. So if you're a therapist in Orlando, Florida, you may want to put Orlando Physical Therapy. Now if you specialize in a certain area like orthopedics or geriatrics or pediatrics, you also want to make sure you place that in there also. Now you also want to describe this content or describe the page in a thing that they call meta descriptions. Now you may have to wiki this because now I'm getting into an area of a lot of geek talk or geek language. So meta descriptions is just basically a language used by web developers to help you describe the content or the web page that you have on your site. So having a clear description, as you can see here, this website says our Atlanta Physical Therapy practice is staffed by physical therapists with over 25 years of experience helping patients restore function and independence. Now what this does is when people are searching for a physical therapist in Atlanta and they read this description, they get an idea of the type of practice this is and what they specialize in. So it's very clear and concise what they do, what they offer, and you have to make sure your website pages and your website content has a clear description so that people can click on it. And the more people click on your search results, the more Google sees it as a site that's relevant to them, and they'll place you higher in their search engine index or search engine results. Now you want to also make the most of social media. So I know a lot of us are using social media and people say, oh, it's a waste of time, and but I wouldn't ignore it. You have to really look at where things are going. If you look at any of the commercials right now, you see that icon, you see that Facebook icon, you see that Twitter icon, the YouTube icon. All the big companies are doing it, all the brands are doing it. This is how they're getting people to follow them so that they can stay relevant and in their minds. So you want your visitors, your readers, people that use your service, you want them to be thinking of you if they need your service, and you want to do that through these social networks. And when you have content that will help them, that they will find useful, you want to have them share this content on the social networks that they use. So encourage a conversation about your content. Get people talking about the content that you either post on your blog or your website, and then kindly ask others to share your content if they find it useful. If they like it, tell them, hey, tweet this content if you like it. Put it on Facebook so your Facebook followers or friends can see it, and that way you can get more traffic coming in to your site, and Google sees that you're sharing. You have all this content that's being shared, and they're saying, wow, this person must be really relevant. They must know what they're talking about. Let's put them higher up in the search engine results, and that's what helps you get your website to the top of Google. Hopefully you found these tips useful. The next thing now, you guys, is to go ahead and take action. Thanks for watching.